past 2 years, Jocko Fuel has been the only supplement I've consumed. It's helped me stay in shape now that my competitive career is finished. If you've been waiting to try Jocko, the wait is over. Jocko has now teamed with Walmart, bringing clean fuel to the entire nation. Jocko Fuel is loaded with all the good stuff and none of the bad. And I'm talking no added sugars, no artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no gray area or banned substances. Just pure, clean fuel to power your performances. Jocko Fuel is now available in Walmart nationwide. Products available at your local Walmart are Jocko Malt, ready to drink, Jocko Malt powder, and Jocko pre-workout. How convenient. Guys, the time is now. Consider trying some of my favorites like Jocko Go and Jocko Hydrate. You can even do it online. Use code CHAEL30 at JockoFuel.com or just stop by your local Walmart and get your hands on some Jocko ASAP. Don't wait, might not last. Fuel up with Jocko Fuel and crush your goals. Now there's no excuse for not having clean fuel. Guys, I want you to go get Jocko Fuel today at Walmart. All right, now I'm a little annoyed. And this is from MMA On Point. That's a Twitter handle. I have a light relationship with them, but it's very positive. Everything and every interaction we've had, they do such a good job. And above everything else, they're consistent, right? Like if you're looking for somebody to follow, they're a good follow because they're going to constantly be giving you information. The accuracy of the information, right? Nobody's very good. Nobody really has too good of an inside scoop. And the policy within the top fight promoters, boxing, MMA, of keep your mouth shut, it really is understood pretty well. And it's hard to get something out. But On Point, MMA On Point, says, per Brazilian reporter. Now, Journalism 101 is cite your source. I don't like it. I do not like it. If it's coming out of your mouth, I need to be able to count on you as the source. But journalism would not agree with me. Your very first day, they will tell you, whether you're in correspondence school, broadcaster school, or journalism school, cite your source. I don't like that. But here's what they did. Per Brazilian reporter, Latert Viana, what a beautiful name. A heavyweight bout between Alex Pereira and Alexander Volkov is being discussed for UFC 313. Okay. Now, I want you to understand, the UFC pay-per-view that's next week is 311. And I don't blame you for not knowing these numbers. Only a dork would know the numbers. But this one's relevant that I point out for you. Next weekend's is 311. So 313 would be 2 months away. And right there is a red flag. Because the UFC already has that main event. The UFC has 6 pay-per-views that they have released information to you guys on. In terms of dates. Some you don't know venue, but 6 for the dates, okay? Every one of them has a main event. So the mere idea that MMA On Point would have to look into or go any further with the notion of Volkov versus Pereira for an event that is 2 shows away would make them fools. They would look like fools here, and they do. And they brought some other reporter with a beautiful name who may or may not be female, but it's a pretty name either way, into it, and I don't know why. Now, before we get much further, you're also now talking about the sport's biggest star, right? In the absence of Sean O'Malley, it is not a debate who the UFC's biggest star is. I have heard people attempt to debate it. I'm not offering you an opinion piece here. I see numbers that you don't see. I will tell you for sure, in the absence of Sean O'Malley, the biggest star is Alex Pereira. Now, in the presence of Sean O'Malley, there is some data you could look at where it is still Alex Pereira. But without Sean, Conor not being licensed any more than George St. Pierre or Khabib is, without question, the biggest star is Pereira. So now you're talking about taking your biggest star. You're talking about taking him out of his weight class. We would understand if the biggest star fights, it's going to be a main event. But you're making it a main event that won't be for the only title it could be, which is his, because now it's going to be done in a different weight class. Oh, by the way, against a guy coming off a loss. So you got a reigning world champion coming off countless finish victories against a heavyweight who just got beat. Now, you don't need to cite your source. That's a cowardly way to do things. That is, let me remove myself of any responsibility or obligation. That's what cite your source is, and that's why professors tell people to do it. Because they don't ever want somebody to come back and go, well, he didn't tell me to do it. Right, it's just a cowardly way to live life, but they did cite their source. So not only are they idiots for believing it, the source is an idiot for saying it in the first place. There is no truth that UFC 313, first off, doesn't have a main event. That's not true. It does. There is no truth that Alex Pereira's next fight will be for anything less than a world championship, and there's no truth to the idea that Volkov and Pereira have ever been discussed on the second floor of the Ultimate Fighting Championships located in Southern Nevada.